set to kick off.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Block now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want, but I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
On second down, here's Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
3rd and inches.
Give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 26-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Looking left outside, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
Complete to Josh.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow now off the bootleg. And the Raiders have got him. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there when their back's against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Another try for Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
For the field goal, a 19-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Knocks it out of the line. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll be a gain of 16. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. 6-0 our score after 1.
Bengals 6, Raiders nothing.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Josh Jacobs.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locked. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
10.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
At the 26-yard line.
On first down, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, Burrow. Got him open, it's Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
To John Ross.
John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Bengals 13, Raiders nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming in.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Jacobs. And he he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Josh Jacobs.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From just shy of midfield, Locke. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On play action, Locke. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. They run it with Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
It's a gain of 53.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Gay knocks this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Now this carries into the end zone. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now they go screen, it's complete. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Plays and out. It's fourth down.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 28. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Running is Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Josh Jacobs.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jacobs now. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
That's good.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
second and goal from inside the 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Makes the score Bengals 16, Raiders 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now Joe Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's second and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On third down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's taken to the 26. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And it's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Vegas.
3/4 in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 14.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Locke. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start here with a give to Minson. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 23, Raiders 14. Matt Gay set to
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun. Block. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And we'll look downfield for Waller. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's locked. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big third down play there for the Bengals. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gay is on for the point after. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Bengals 30, Raiders 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Block off of play action. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up here at the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He got inside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.